Welcome to our third video. In this tutorial, we will show you step by step how to deploy data flows and how to edit them after deployment. Generally, we don't deploy flows, we deploy versions of data flows. We have our example data flow here, and below it, the first version we created in the previous videos. There are several ways to deploy a version now. Via the three dots, we get to the window Manage Deployment. Here, all the ADP nodes of the organization are listed together with their status. In the list, we can now select on which ADP node the data flow version should be deployed. Before we actually deploy the flow, let's take a look at the second deployment method. To do this, we open the data flow version in the Flow Studio. Using the tab up here and then under Manage Deployment, the same window that we just saw opens up again. As soon as we have selected the desired ADP edge nodes, we now take the node Balluff Sales 21 in our example, you can start the deployment via Deploy this version. We can now see that the deployment was successful under the tab Deployments. Here you can find the ADP edge nodes and the status of the deployed data flow version. This should, as here, now be set to started and active. Via the tab Manage and then Nodes, you get an overview of which ADP edge nodes are currently active and which versions of the data flows, including their status, are deployed on the respective nodes. If we go to our example node, we will find here again our just deployed example data flow and can also see here that it was successfully started. As mentioned before, once you deploy a data flow version, you can't change it anymore. You can see that by the little I here on the right. But you can create a new version based on the data flow, and that is also done by using the three dots, and then New Draft from Version. This creates a copy, the description can be adjusted, and then with Save, a new version can be created. The new version is now also displayed under the data flow. Alright, then we can now actively deploy our created data flows, and in the next video we will show you the flow apps.